November last year. And there was never a time that I didn't think was going to happen. I wasn't sure when we'd actually get it finalized. But we did find the Chavez fight, and the way that it was announced, WWE style, with Nutty coming into the ring and Canelo calling him out, I think that was just a tremendous launch to this event. Here in LA, we had similar events in London and in New York, and it's just been a tremendous international response to this fight.
And like 20 days before this fight, there's another big fight to take place on Mayweather-McGregor. How do you see that impacting the revenue or pay-per-view buys of Canelo? Do you see that at all?
All we can do is focus on this event. I think we have the best event in the sport of boxing. Some great warriors. I can't be negative on that event because that's going to be a spectacle. Floyd's got a huge fan base. McGregor's got a tremendous fan base. We got respect for both of them. So we'll see how that plays out. Hopefully, people that buy that event don't get discouraged.
But as a businessman, I mean, I'm sure it's got to be frustrating to hear that 2 weeks before your big fight that they're having their fight.
The microphone tonight.
There's other events, the Super Bowl, World Series.
Camera here. Just doesn't add you step
Combat sports.
No.
Usually he was. That's why I moved back.
Can't really focus on what's going to happen.
No, I don't. I'm asking you to step back.
With this one here, I think you got a matchup and the reaction. But Canelo sold over 1 million buys the Chavez fight. Now with the reaction, it's like 10 times what the reaction was to the Chavez fight. That was a huge reaction. So we're just very positive on this event, September 16th. And there's no reason why both events can't be successful. I'm sure they'll be very successful at pay-per-view, and this boxing match should be very successful for us. I think it's great. I think the fans are going to be in for a big treat. Fans are going to be, it's going to be a big drama show, like Gennady likes to say. And, you got the style of Canelo, you got the style of Triple G. I think we'll see a lot of fireworks on September 16th.
About the performance of Canelo, what do you think about that?
I think it was a masterpiece. I think he won every round, pretty much every second of every round. Shot him out for 12 rounds, and I think it was a tremendous performance against Chavez.
Yeah, about Triple G, do you think it's the most very important performance of Triple G in the business?
I think so. Sure, I think so. 12 rounds, going 12 strong rounds against a guy like Denny Jacobs, a guy that's physically bigger than Gennady. He outweighed him, and his speed and his power. And, the whole combination that Danny brought to the ring, you can't take anything away from the performance. He had a tremendous performance. And I think Gennady fighting 12 strong rounds against him with a knockdown, I think it really put an exclamation point of where Gennady's at.
Canelo Chavez has good numbers in the pay-per-view.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think about Canelo Triple G numbers?
I think these numbers will be much higher. I mean, just the reception we're getting with the announcement of the fight was tremendous. So I really expect these numbers to exceed the fight for the Chavez fight.
About Klitschko rematch with Georgia, possible rematch, what do you say?
Vladimir hasn't made his decision yet. As soon as he makes it, then we'll see what direction he wants to go into. We'll support him, as I mentioned, either way, whatever he decides. I think the fans definitely want to see that rematch. I mean, that was not only the best heavyweight fight, but really the best fight in the sport of boxing I've seen for a long time. So that was a tremendous event, and I know a lot of people would like to see that one again.
And finally, what for you is the most important event and interesting involved? Joshua Klitschko and Triple G Canelo. What do you think about that?
Oh, it's hard to compare the two. The spectacle, 90,000 people at Wembley Stadium was tremendous. And then you have this fight in Las Vegas with the type of response we've got. It's hard to compare the two. I would say they're right there on the same level.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good. Oh, okay. All right. Good. Yeah. Thanks, good.
Tom. So the fight is finally coming together.
Dominic Beardine, how are you?
I'm good, Tom. Now, did you ever have your doubts that this fight would ever come to fruition? Did you ever think like, man, we're never going to make this fight, but we're coming September 17th?
I thought last year when Canelo gave up the title, I figured now there's no pressure for him to fight Triple G, and I thought maybe the fight wouldn't happen for a while. But I got to give Oscar, Canelo, and everyone at Golden Boy a lot of credit. They told us last year we'll do it September 2017. I was in negotiations with Eric Gomez for a long time, really since November last year, and there was never a point where we reached a particular issue where I thought, okay, now the fight's not going to happen. We can't agree. So we worked through all the different points, and we're able to announce it on the May 6th show.
What are your thoughts on Canelo Alvarez saying that he's going to knock him out, that he's going to dominate, that he has no concerns for a rematch?
Well, I know Canelo is very confident. Triple G is very confident. You know, if they didn't think they'd win, I don't think they would have signed the fight. So I think Canelo thinks he's going to win the fight in September 16th, just like Gennady is. I think, well, I know Gennady is very motivated for this fight. He sees the reaction and the level of fight this is, and you'll see a tremendous performance from him on the 16th of September.
Now, win, lose, or draw for either fighter, the real winners are the fans.
With these guys' styles, with these guys' fan base, their marketability, definitely the fans are going to be the winners on September 16th. I mean, this is one of those. It's hard to predict how the styles are going to go, but this is one of those can't miss fights for the boxing fans.
And my last question: do you have any concerns with Mayweather-McGregor? That's 3 weeks before the real fight of Canelo versus.
We can't really be negative on that event or focus on that event. We have a tremendous response for this fight on the 16th, and we'll do our best promoting this fight. I think the fans, especially the hardcore boxing fans, they know which fight is the top in the sport of boxing. But we can't be negative on that. We have respect for Floyd, and we have a lot of respect for Conor as well. So hopefully that fight does well, and I think both events can do well. And this event here should really elevate the sport of boxing, and really is a throwback fight to some of those old middleweight classic matchups. And I think this is the type of fight that you'll see 2 or 3 times.
Thank you, Tom.
Good, thanks.
Always a pleasure, my man. Thank you.
Right.